This week is Funhaus Week.
Every week is Funhaus Week, Bruce.
You're right, Elise.
Okay, but this week particularly, you can head to funhouse.roosterteeth.com because we got a lot of new shows, and we're bringing back some that you may have missed.
There's a sketch show that Elise was the showrunner on.
Well, a co-showrunner.
Called, who cares? Called Arizona Circle. It's making its triumphant debut this week.
Yeah, a lot of cucks in that, and you'll understand why when you see it. And Funhouse Theater Mode is back for a second season.
Oh, yes, finally.
Yeah, so you can click the link in the description below and follow us on Twitter at Funhouse Team to get the full programming schedule of all of our shows and events.
Funhaus Week.
It's happening. No one can stop it.
We're going to the moon. Puppets are gay, and I got a big announcement, so you guys stick to the end. We're going to Canada. But you should watch all this on today's Dude Soup.
You did great.
That was, just fine.
You didn't look at it once.
Made it up as I went along.
What does it actually say?
Puppets are gay!
It says what?
Moon, puppets are gay. Special. No, that's right.
Oh, okay.
We're going to Canada. You didn't have an adjective. It wasn't a descriptor for
really?
Dude Soup. And today's
Oh, and today, that's like Lawrence always does a...
I have to change a few things because
intergalactic Dude Soup.
when Elise hosted and Bruce hosted, I think we all do different things. Like we're not going to do hard netting because that's Lawrence's
That's
bit.
Lawrence's thing, yeah.
I have a special bit that we're going to do later at the show.
Love special bits.
Before we begin,
I do.
I have special bits.
It's a silicon mold of some porn star's lower half, and we all have to finger it.
it's just a small.
It's classic
cut off.
Adam.
I mean, I'll do that. But
I would do that too.
but I don't know if I want to.
Before we get into today's show, I'd like to let you know it's sponsored by 3 wonderful sponsors today. We got Beachbody. If you text DUDE to 303030, you get free access to their entire Beachbody experience. You got Casper. If you go to casper.com/DudeSoup, you can use a promo code DudeSoup and you get $50 toward your some selected mattresses. And then also brought to you by DC Universe. That's the all-in-one comics and movies and all sorts of stuff. Have you been itching to watch Superman 4, The Quest for Peace?
Yes.
This is where you do it. It's on there. So we'll be hearing from those people later. But for right now, let me introduce all the fine people here today on Dude Soup. I'm your host, Adam Kovic, joined by Elise Willems, James Willems, and Bruce Green.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
Very
I've
well.
seen you all day today, so this is, I know.
Nice, good to catch up.
What's the first thing I said when I came in today? I watched American Horror Story. Did you like it?
Oh yeah.
And then we talked about that for half an
Oh,
hour.
you did?
Well, we talked
I
about
was pretty
Solo.
busy.
You were out of the room.
I had
Elise
to,
wasn't in the room.
go
missed
off
it.
running immediately.
Yeah. Bruce and I streamed a little bit over the weekend, played some video games.
This is COD Blackout, which is real fun.
That was actually a lot of fun.
Jills, I was
It's
itching to play
real
it this
fun.
weekend.
It is so like
You played it on PC?
I played on PC, and I gotta say I liked it more than PUBG. I know.
I'm totally okay with that assessment. Just watching it for me,
Yeah.
I don't care about any of the technical aspects of PUBG. The
like the
mixing
realistic,
and matching and all kinds of stuff like that.
That's what they get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get rid of that. You're just diving through windows.
like PUBG
picking up
Arcade.
anything you can find. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Some news you guys missed out because James and Elise were in Canada, I believe, just seeing family. You guys got to see the world.
Not my family. I'm not related to them.
Yeah, we were just in Toronto.
Do you
but
call mom or no?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you should.
I call her mom Christine because that's her name.
You should call
but
her
she
Mrs.
also
Willems.
calls her mom Christine.
Oh, okay. Well, either way.
What did you guys? What news did we miss out on?
Oh well, no. The Destiny raid happened over the weekend.
I was following that.
Yeah.
The 18-hour race.
Well, I said to Adam today, man, I can't believe it took them like 8 hours, and he was like, 8? You mean 18?
Yeah, it's 18.
I believe the team that took it away. It was 18 hours, and then I even changed the world, the Dreaming City.
cool.
They
Yeah.
unlocked cinematics and
Which
stuff, right?
I think the first
Pretty
raid
cool.
had that kind of effect.
did.
Yeah,
But-
that was sort of their MO, I guess, with
Yeah.
it. But because I know we're all going to attempt the raid one day.
We are?
6 years from now.
Someday.
So
We've done the other
gosh.
ones.
I would really like to do the other one with you guys at some point.
There's still a third one, right?
I would like that
There's
as
still a
well,
third one
Mark.
we haven't done. This is the fourth raid?
I
or
believe
the third raid?
I have not been keeping up, but
You're right, James. There's
yeah,
a
fourth raid,
Warmind
right?
one too.
Yeah.
And
but the other one is like a mini raid,
Yes.
right?
We did do a mini raid.
Well, we did. I think that the third one.
I think the third one is
also.
also a mini raid,
Yeah.
and then so Leviathan, and then this one, whatever it's called, The Last Wish, I believe. Those are the two big raids.
Full size.
So we're Destiny casual. So if you're a big Destiny fan, we're sorry.
I really want to play it. I want to play Tomb Raider as well. I'm sure you want to finish Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So.
Spider-Man's fun.
There's a lot of good stuff.
You started playing it?
Spider-Man's fun. I only played like 3-4 hours of Bones, and I've also played a few hours, but just outside of that.
Isn't that when you play dominoes? They call it bones.
Yeah. When you
saying-
played Bones.
we played Bones.
Oh, really?
It sounds like you went into the alley, and while
Put
you
down
were playing
some cardboard.
Spider-Man, you were also throwing dice.
I didn't know that. I like
Oh yeah,
that
they're not
term.
dominoes throwing dice. Wait,
Yeah.
that doesn't involve dominoes, does it? I don't
Bones
know.
is like money, too.
Is it?
Yeah,
Made a few bones. This
God.
I
weekend.
knew that.
I wish I was cooler. Want to talk about Destiny more?
We can.
I was just kidding. Actually, I do have a couple news stories. We can just sort of shoot the shit or whatever. But before we do that, it is Funhaus week. This is a very big deal to us. I'll just come out and say it. We need 7,000 first signups, and we get to make a whole season of Arizona Circle.
We only need 6,999 now.
Wait,
Why?
because you signed up?
Did you sign up?
No, but I'm sure at least one person.
Oh,
must
yeah,
have,
you're probably
right.
right. You're probably right. That's safe to say. We had
Or
one
do you
sign-
think people unsubscribe?
No, don't say that.
Do we have to make up that difference?
And you guys also saw Ezra Cooperstein posted a screen grab of the email exchange with you, Bruce.
Proof.
Where he also upped the stakes, whereas it's hitting those 7,000 subs in
Yeah.
the next 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And we have to fire Lawrence if we don't.
Did he say we have to fire Lawrence?
We
Is
get
that-
to fire Lawrence.
Or is that
his
it,
words?
or is that if we don't reach the subs, we fire Lawrence?
Yes.
We don't reach the subs, we end up firing Lawrence and hiring Jake Paul's cousin.
Yeah, that was
Is that what it
His
was?
dad.
His dad?
Did you hear about the dad's sex tape?
Yeah, the dad
No.
has a sex
Paul-
tape with
this
like
is
a-
rumors.
Yes.
I heard it from someone who heard it from someone. But I'm pretty sure Logan Paul's dad is in a sex tape.
What?
With like a 7.
We should talk about, I don't know,
SpaceX.
Destiny.
Well, actually, I just want to real quick. So first week at least, what else is going on for those besides just Arizona Circle, which I believe is coming out, should be out by now. If you're watching this on YouTube.
If you're watching this live, it'll be out tomorrow, Wednesday the 19th, and if you're watching it recorded, it's out. So this week was stacked. You can watch the first season of Funhaus Theater Mode for free for 7 days on roosterteeth.com. You can watch the Twits and Crits League of Extraordinary Gyromen season for free. You can watch the Splinter Cell Conviction full playthrough that Adam and James did. It's 4 episodes. They're all up right now. You can watch them.
Those you don't need to be a first member for.
No, they're free.
No.
Those are just things that we've put on the site to be like, look, the website works. You
Yeah.
can watch stuff.
All the things she named are all free
Yep.
for everybody. They're on Rooster Teeth though.
All right, cool.
And tomorrow, if you're watching this live, we'll be doing a pre-show for Arizona Circle. We'll be doing a live watching of it on roosterteeth.com with first members and a Q&A. And Thursday, News House on the Know
That's right.
premieres.
Yeah, the news show.
Yeah.
We'll be doing the post show after this, and if you're a first member, you get to watch that live or VOD. We're gonna have Alana on talk a little bit about that, what we're doing. Also, John Holland will be on the show. Those are our 2 latest hires, so I want to have them on. You guys can ask some questions.
Cool.
But that's about it. Just
then,
want to get that out there.
yeah.
So
All
I
of them-
bought our own ad
There's more.
space.
There's a problem.
What?
There's more.
I told you there's lots more.
When
And
will
then
this
Friday-
dream end?
Friday, season 2 of Theater Mode premieres
That's
for
right.
first members.
about that.
But yeah, like
What are we watching?
Pardon?
What are we watching?
What's the first one?
We are watching Bride of Killer Nerd is the first one. So you can go
That's a good one.
if you don't have theater mode, you can go watch you can go watch Killer Nerd in the season 1 and then you can get ready, decide if you want to sign up and watch the new sequel that's coming out on Friday. It's weird cuz like I'm most excited for News House.
Oh.
Though I'm not involved whatsoever, but like
can be if you want.
Arizona Circle, which I am heavily involved with, I'm really excited to see
Well, you're over it.
the reaction to News House. Like I'm excited for people who are excited to finally get it.
I'm
If that
excited.
makes any
I'm
sense.
excited to see what people think of Arizona Circle. That's what I'm excited to
that's-
see.
I guess it's easy. Like I've seen a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I loved Inside Gaming. Loved when you guys did the news."
Sure.
So they're really excited, and I'm excited that it's coming back because I think we excel at it. So I'm excited for that. Like.
This is like when you don't masturbate for like 6 or 7 days.
Don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And then you just let it all go all at once.
Don't know what he's referring to.
Just let it all go. There's just so much of it.
We're calling it what the big push, the big tug.
Is it
That's what this
six,
whole week
7
is.
hours?
No, James.
Oh,
5 days.
So that's about it for first week. Trying to do a lot of cool stuff for those who are first members. Those who are trying to entice you and all that fun stuff. So let's move over to some headlines. Some big news happening this week. Other things you may have missed if you didn't tune in last night. SpaceX has announced that we are going to be able to go to the moon, guys. All of us.
well, no, not us.
What do you mean?
No.
That's not true.
A billionaire.
Elon
Well-
Musk says that he's going to stream it. Do you see that?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
it's going to be live streamed as
We
though
stream
we're
it.
there, except we're not because we're on Earth.
Well,
like
yeah.
idiot non-billionaires.
But we're watching it like on high def VR, is what he said.
Right, yeah, better than the pussy-ass moon landing they did, 10 years ago?
Downstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all totally fake.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick, it was.
I mean, it's a free Kubrick movie. I think that's okay. People didn't complain about that.
The whole world watch it. I'm going to totally butcher this man's name, but it was
Yusaku
Yusaku Miyazawa?
Miyazawa. Yeah.
Miyazawa.
So he's Japan's 18th richest person.
Japan's 18th richest person.
Yes, he owns a Amazon-like service called Zozo Town, and it is Japan's biggest retailer, supposedly.
Yeah, he was in a rock band too. Like this guy is the coolest.
He's
person
only
ever.
like 42.
It doesn't count. Okay, you can't do that with billionaires.
He
It's
was
like,
big
did you know this
in-
billionaire?
I see,
He
I see.
was also a
not
race
true.
car driver. Yeah, because he decided he wanted to be
Right.
and he cashed a check.
He's not a professional race car. He didn't like come up in race car
Yeah.
driving.
No.
I see
Are
what
there
you're saying.
Japanese musicians that are big in America but not in Japan?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Does it work the other way?
I don't think it does.
There's like the Pillows, but that's only because of Fooly Cooley.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what the pillows are.
Yeah.
I only know the band that's in Kill Bill.
What's their
That's
names?
very famous. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s.
That's what it
No,
is. Yeah.
5, 6, 7,
No.
8. So he paid an undisclosed amount of money to basically buy out the shuttle. But here's the kicker. He invited 8 artists who will be joining him on his journey.
That's cool.
He will be picking them, much like Willy Wonka
Wait a
did,
minute, hold
as he
on a
picked
minute.
small children.
He
to
can
come
pick
to his
us.
Do you think?
We're artists.
I'm nominating Kip and Kel.
Oh, that's really
They're
nice.
basically
Yay,
one
wonderful.
person.
At this point, yeah. Oh, they wear a trench coat they can sneak on.
The artists range across the arts. So there's like a musician, a visual artist, a novelist, like it's everything. And it's so adorable because he's like, if I ask you, I hope that you will say yes.
Oh,
Piss off.
Drake.
You're a billionaire.
Drake.
Best friend Drake, huh?
Yeah, Drake.
The
What if it
idea,
all ends up being YouTubers? And then everyone blows their brains out.
like Logan Paul.
You know, he's like, I thought of the greatest artist I could think of. PewDiePie.
And then he shoots the rocket straight into the sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, burning them
a
up.
hot take.
Get it?
literally. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one.
Wait, where's that hot take? There it is. Yeah, thank you. That's what I
He
wanted.
can control the button and he can control the take.
That's
what I
the
want.
longest that graphic stayed on the screen.
I'm trying to teach Peek how to do it, and he didn't know what button to press.
Good job, Pete.
Nice job, Pete. Oh, there it is. Pete got it again.
His reasoning, though, for picking these artists, I thought was it was inspiring a little bit. He said that he wants to bring these artists, whether they be singers, painters, writers, whatever, to see the moon, be inspired, and bring that art, that motivation back to Earth, so that we, the people, are motivated to travel the stars.
I have an alternate theory. People that are artists will never make enough money in their entire lifetime to ever come close to being able to afford a ticket to go into space. So you need businessmen to pay for artists.
Well, the
To
interesting
actually live their lives.
thing is that it can actually hold 100 passengers, but he's only taking like 8 to 12.
Why?
So he could have brought.
He wants to bring
You
his
got to
stuff.
put your feet up.
He could have brought 100 artists.
What?
But he's like, no, I'm going to select 8 to 12.
Yeah.
And
But if it goes down, imagine all that music we're going to lose out on.
So
What if he brings all the Beach Boys?
I'm
Even
on
John
the
Stamos?
moon.
I've written a new
I'm on the moon.
album
you
in
know?
40 years.
Kokomo, you son of a bitch.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Do you think that if they could send 100 artists, why not send one of the most popular YouTube channels in the world, Funhaus?
Also, to be clear, they're just circling the moon.
Yeah.
They're just pulling.
Oh, yeah,
They're not landing?
No,
No,
God, no.
they
Never
do
mind, I don't
like,
wanna-
they do like a figure 8.
I don't want it.
Yeah, they're gonna loop the moon, which is
Yeah.
cool, but not as cool as landing on the moon.
Let's start a
I mean,
campaign.
I can look at a telescope and get that close.
I could do that too. Let's start a campaign where he invites me, and then I say no.
Oh!
So he invites me. So I know before, the only other campaign I ever started in social media was me as Seaman. That didn't work out.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
that.
didn't end up being Seaman, unfortunately. But this one we can pass through to Yusaku Miyazawa. He invites me, and then I say no. I'm the only man to say no.
Yeah.
How do you say no? Like, do you do it in an open letter? Do you make a video? Like, what's your...
Oh, I make a video.
Well,
And I say, what is it? Instead of "Don't cry for Britney," it's "Don't cry for Bruce."
I think also what happens is you have to be very vague about your answer until the day of the launch.
Oh.
So that way they can't fill the spot with someone else.
You're
So that
right.
way there's just a plane,
I'm
there's a
waffling.
spaceship, and then there's a seat on it that's just like with a sheet of paper on it labeled Busu.
Reserved for Busu, yeah.
Reserved for Busu.
I'm curious because like it's not like anybody. It's not like Anthony Hopkins can just go on this thing.
He's too old.
He's too old.
Yeah.
You can't. You still have to be in good physical shape. You have to pass all these tests. You have to have a good ticker to do this thing because it's going to be like really physically taxing on them.
Absolutely.
I was looking into it. I was looking at what the requirements used to be because NASA has changed it a lot since the 60s when they started. One of them was you had to be under 5'11" because you couldn't fit in the shuttle.
I can
But
now.
no, now I bet they're going to have beds and like
it's
probably a small movie
luxury,
theater.
yeah.
A pool.
Bowling alley.
It makes no sense. It'd have to be it.
Oh, you're
An
in the
anti-grav-
pool in 0 G's.
Yeah, it has an anti-grab pool.
It's just Elon Musk throws a bucket of water on you, but it just sort of doesn't do anything.
Big question I think is if Elon Musk is going to a company as well. Is Elon Musk?
He's like, I don't want to die.
because they're going
That's
they're going to do tests before they've said in like end of 2019 they're going to send up the BFR with people in it and then land it to like test it for this. They're going to test it with people in it. But when is it safe to send Elon Musk up, or is he too valuable in these early
He's
missions?
got to go with it the first time.
He's in the car.
Yeah.
He's in the car that they already launched.
Yeah.
With the astronaut?
He's actually out there right now tweeting.
He's out there. He's been tweeting from that.
Does this become like Titanic 2? Where he's like, the captain goes down with the ship, they're like, we're all going to die. There's no escape pods. And he went, oh. Yeah.
I will stay.
And then he takes a hit of his blunt.
But Elon Musk might be like, no, my brain is too valuable.
No, he's going to go.
go up
He
in
has to go.
Yes.
Imagine this for a second. There's a pilot that says, I'll fly you to Mars. Don't worry, I've done it 100 times. And then he puts you on the plane and he goes, see you later. And then he walks away. Would you stay on that? Would you stay on that? Or would you just be like, well, if he's not going to go.
You think Elon Musk flies the rocket?
No, I don't think he's a pilot. I just think he's like the guy, he's the financier. But so imagine if he just says, no, like, I'm not going to go, but you go have fun.
Remember when Big Bird sent that teacher onto the Challenger in his place?
He said, I'm too valuable. See ya.
yeah.
There was a guy doing this.
Big Bird was supposed to be on the Challenger.
Was he really?
Yeah, but then was like,
They couldn't fit the costume on the plane.
that's what he said. But the truth is, he
Wait,
knew
for
it was
real?
going down.
I didn't know that.
And so he's like, what about this teacher? Maybe she should go. And then she got on that.
Big Bird knew?
Big Bird knew.
Hashtag Big Bird knew.
Hashtag Big Bird knew. Hashtag don't cry for Busu.
So I want to end on this one. How much would you guys pay? Because apparently this is something that will happen eventually. The goal, I think, is by 2037. They said roughly an amount. I know the number. You don't know the number. But how much would you pay by the year of our Lord, Elon Musk?
2037.
He's not my god. 2037. Like, how much would you guys pay to go to the moon and back?
Everything I have.
You might be able to land by then.
$50.
Yeah. If we can land, I'm paying $100,000. 100 grand.
You would pay $100,000?
I would pay $100,000.
Which by then too is only like
$10.
$100. Yeah.
To land on the moon or walk on the moon?
Land and walk.
In 2018 dollars.
Okay. So wait.
It's 2037. Year doesn't matter. How much would you pay in dollars today?
Yeah.
So $100,000.
$100,000.
You'd pay $100,000?
$100,000 today.
Okay. You're allowed to take out a loan. Let's say
really?
that off. Well, yeah.
That's a small house.
Because I'm
in nowhere.
What I was imagining is how much money I might have cash in 2037.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I
if
was
you start
hoping.
saving now.
Yeah, if I start saving right now.
Digging through
Bitcoin
gutters.
takes off the way it's supposed to.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh.
I'm trying to.
Ethereum or whatever. Isn't that in the gutter?
Oh, that's in the gutter too.
Just bought Ethereum.
Oh, that was the wrong choice.
We should get like $10.
$100,000.
now.
No, $200,000.
We owe money.
$200,000?
$250,000.
Oh my God.
You're not very good at haggling, by the way. You started at 100 and you went up to $250,000.
$250,000 for me.
Or you're just really hopeful you're gonna have a lot of money in the
It's
future.
basically like a mortgage, but it's worthless.
I could take out a loan to do that.
How much would you pay, Elise?
So conservative.
Here, okay, I'll give you. There are 3 tiers. There's the poor man's tier, which is porthole only.
Okay.
So you can just look at the moon. Then it's a little more expensive to land on the moon, and then it's gold status or platinum status is you get to walk on the moon for 45 minutes.
50,000, I guess, seems reasonable.
That apparently is the price they're aiming for.
50 grand?
Getting this fucking money.
I'm in.
You got 5 trips.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to take a loan for one.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you take out a loan though, and you die,
Hold on.
it doesn't matter.
The thing is, what company No one's going to finance this because you get nothing back. The only reason you can get someone to finance a car is because they know they can
Collateral.
repossess the car.
What'll happen by 2037? It'll be Busu who missed the 2023 launch. He's finally ready to go to the moon. So
Me.
Busu.
Oh, Busu.
He's finally ready to go to the moon. So it's the world sends him.
Yes.
Are we just all over it?
It's a Kickstarter for me.
Who's going to be the first person when they're doing the circle around the moon? They go, when are we going back?
It's going to be a kid on his future, his Neopad or whatever, which is just a screen projected in front of his face. Is going to be like that while his parents are like,
That's
"Oh,
the
what do you
thing.
think?"
If you like freak out up there, you can't be like, no, I'm done.
But that's the same with me on the Finding Nemo submarine.
You're gonna be up there for a week.
They won't stop that. You're right.
They're not going to stop that for me just
won't
because I'm panicking down there. Where's Dory? Where's Dory?
I can't find her. We didn't go really undergoing
Well, I
water.
mean, like
did we?
even in a plane, if you panic, they're not going to land
Yeah.
a plane for you.
Unless you poop, you'd have to like get up and poop in the aisle.
can't emerge.
Then they would land it.
All right.
They also get a shovel
It's
out.
a flying hat.
So if you poop on the BFR when it's
they have to land it.
I'm pretty sure they put you in a diaper. I'm almost positive.
Oh,
astronauts
that
wear
makes sense.
diapers.
Give you a spacesuit. And stuff.
Oh, then yes, 50,000. If I get that.
Well, if you're going to go into space, you got to look good, and you got to be in great shape, and
That's
that's
right.
why this podcast is brought to you by Beachbody. We're starting now, so by 2037 we're going to be jacked,
Sexy astronauts.
like sexy 50-year-olds. Is that 50? That's going to be in our 50s, 50s,
Oh,
60s.
speak for yourself.
Anyway, so Beachbody's got the best programs, hundreds of effective workouts, all for all types of fitness levels, ranging from bodybuilding to weight training to cardio. There's some HIIT yoga. That's high intensity
high-intensity interval
interval
training.
training. I always forget the interval part. I skip.
Well, people say
skip
HIIT
one.
training, and you're like, don't be an idiot and take your money out of an ATM machine. Come on.
They even have dance workouts, Bruce. So the fun part is you get to work out on your schedule. Workouts are as short as 10 minutes that don't require extra equipment. In the time it takes you to drive and park at the gym, you could be done working out, Elise. So you can access anywhere at any time you view on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, smartphone, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and basically anything you can think of. I've done an Insanity before. Bruce has done it as well. It is a great workout. I like working out with Sean T. He's my man.
Yeah, he is.
I like that he can keep going and he can keep telling you what to do while people are passing out around him. And he's like, it's okay, you're weak. I'm doing double the work because I have to stay in I got to keep a good mindset. And while telling you what to do while working out and showing you how to do it. So Shanti is freaking awesome. He's what I want to aspire to be. So right now, all of our listeners can get and viewers can get a special free trial membership when you text DUDE to 303030. You will get full access to the entire platform for free, all the workouts, the nutrition information, and support totally free. Again, just text DUDE to 303030. You get full access to the entire platform free, all the workouts, nutrition, information, support, all that stuff. I'm just repeating myself because I pasted in here twice. So that's it for that ad read. Thank you very much, Beachbody. We're going to be fit astronauts. Well, I guess you're not even astronauts at that point, right?
You still
There we are.
technically
Travel
are,
stars.
but it don't mean nothing.
You have to do the training too.
It don't mean
Well, I
nothing.
mean,
like
just
a
because
PhD. It's
if
worthless.
just because you get on a plane and go to Vegas for the weekend
You're not a
doesn't make
pilot.
you a pilot.
Yeah.
You're not a pilot. An astronaut is somebody who pilot.
Yeah.
An astronaut is somebody who just travels
yeah,
the
the
stars.
pilot is the pilot. There's
Yeah.
astronauts who are pilots, and there's astronauts who are scientists,
Like
and there's
engineers.
astronauts who are
That's a good
Big Bird.
point. But I mean,
Not
at,
Big Bird.
At that point, though, are we just going to refer to the human collective as astronauts?
No.
Can we be called star children?
You won't need to refer. You won't need a term for it because everyone is one.
We are human.
Moon babies.
Moon
I like moon
babies.
babies. There's a great video
Pussy.
that came out recently,
I'm a moon baby.
but they talked about the likelihood of us actually building a moon base, and there is like a possibility if you base it on sort of human evolution through the years of like sort of copying like what we did with the New World. If we can keep that system going where we can actually mine the moon for stuff, it will keep the moon alive. But if not, we'll die.
I was gonna say you have to figure out how to make it profitable. If it's
Exactly.
not profitable, it's never gonna happen.
I saw
No
a
one's gonna just
plan.
finance it.
Tourism.
Saw a plan to tourism for sure, but I saw a plan to build the world's largest nuclear fission plant.
NASA's planning to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the moon?
which
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense
Yes, absolutely.
because there's no fallout. But yeah,
How do you get that energy?
How do you get the
back?
power back to the Earth?
But then,
I don't know.
I mean, it also makes a lot of sense to colonize these, off-Earth sites.
Oh, yeah.
For in case there's fallout on Earth.
Absolutely.
Like, so it's like, what are we doing?
What do we there?
I mean, well, if there's fallout on Earth, we're not doing anything on the moon.
I mean, that's Elon Musk's. He said from the beginning that his whole project is based around multiplanetary humanity.
Did he say this as the smoke was coming out of his lips?
Multiplanetary humanity, man. And so that way, like, if something does go wrong on Earth, the human species can continue, being based elsewhere.
Space travel is easy. All you have to do.
He's right.
All you have to do is warp to a galaxy where there's a bunch of ships attacking a freighter, and then once you clear out the ships, you get on the freighter, and the guy will be like,
I'm tired.
and take it, and you'll take it. And then
you
it's like,
get a freighter.
boom, B-class freighter.
And you got a freighter.
No Man's Sky, ladies and gentlemen.
We're
I
a
didn't even see that. I
Destiny
didn't even
2
think about
household. I'm tired of this No Man's Sky.
I only play
talk.
3 games now.
Just keep going. Well, that's all the news from the stars. Let's bring it back to a little place I like to call Planet Earth, where Bert and Ernie are officially gay.
Wasn't that assumed? I thought it was already.
It was always assumed,
So
but it's
what is the
officially
exact
confirmed.
quote?
So this is from a news story on, I believe, TMZ.
Oh, wow.
So
Bert and Ernie were walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
And they ran up to-
Photographed inside each other.
So a little retrospective. They have been living together since 1969. Mark Saltzman, who started working on Sesame Street in 1984, says he always wrote them as a gay couple. He says he wrote them as a reflection of his own life, but he said he was never trying to push an agenda, which I would say, write what you know, which makes total sense. So his whole thing was, he's like, I'm gay. I'm gonna write. It's basically the relationship I have with my partner. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. He said,
Do you think he and his partner one time had a Christmas where he went to get his partner a box to store all of his whatever paper clips, but then the other one accidentally traded all his paper clips
No,
to
because
get the.
Christmas Eve on Sesame Street was made in '73. I want to say. I don't know.
This is
Imitating
really
life.
in-depth Muppet reference
I don't know.
that I have
It's
no
definitely
idea.
from the
about.
'70s, so no, I would not say that he had that Christmas.
Officially,
When
they
did
didn't.
Mr. Hooper die?
'80s, I think.
I get if you want to follow the timeline, it's they started living together in 1969, straight.
Yeah.
1984, gay. It took them a little
You
over a
can't come out
decade.
until the 80s.
Oh, that's true. So you're saying they were gay before that, and this
They
writer
didn't feel
came
They
out.
just
comfortable
didn't come
coming
out,
out of the
yeah.
closet.
That's fair.
Other people have commented on this before in the past. Other Sesame Street writers and people, and I think didn't Frank Oz at one point, he was like, they don't have genitalia.
Frank Oz said there is nothing below the waist down. They do not have sexuality.
Oh, sure, but I mean that doesn't mean they
In
don't
terms
have
of
to
their projected relationship, yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they're two.
They're in a committed
males,
relationship.
Apparently male creatures who are partners in life and live their life together.
Who's the top?
Definitely.
Bert.
No,
Ernie.
I think Bert's a secret bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ernie.
It's
definitely.
Ernie.
Definitely Ernie.
Ernie struck me as a power bottom.
No.
Well, so, isn't it
Bert's the submissive in that situation.
like a top and a power bottom to me are? I know this is wrong, but they're
I'm gonna fuck you,
interchangeable.
Bert.
I feel like they're interchangeable. A top and a power bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Bert. Spread him, Bert. Oh, he goes, Ernie. I can't do it.
What was that?
Sorry, it was more like Ernie. That's not right.
No, that's.
I'm doing.
That was
I'm
Bert.
doing. I'm doing Ernie. No wait.
Ernie.
I can't do Bert.
He's a little nasally.
Is that Bert?
Hey,
or
Bert.
Ernie?
No, that's Ernie.
That's Ernie.
Ernie.
I got a
closer.
rubber ducky. Yeah.
And a rubber something else.
That's Bert, right? That's Bert.
That's definitely
That's-
Ernie. That's Ernie.
Yeah, that's Ernie.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Ernie.
Ernie is the orange
He's the
rounder
skinnier
one,
the
and
smaller
Bert
one.
is the yellow
Hooper.
tall one. Yeah. Mr. Hooper.
Bert loves pigeons.
Oh yeah.
He loves virgins?
Pigeons.
Oh.
I get Sesame Street being like, okay, so I think this dude, if he was writing it and he has his personal experience, totally cool. And for me personally, I think it's great when kids see different people from different walks of life in children's programming. I think it's really important. But this man hasn't written on Sesame Street since 1998. And so he hasn't written it in 20 years. So to say this is the
thing.
nature of these characters, I mean, he can say like, this is my experience that I brought to it. And to me that, like, I think it's kind of like, well, you haven't worked on it in 2 decades,
Right.
you know?
Right.
This is what sensationalized media does.
And he didn't create them.
He just goes, oh, well, when I was writing this stuff, I just pulled from my relationship with my partner.
Yeah.
And so that made the dynamic seem realistic, but also fun and light. That's what it made it applied to this. If he had done Snuffleupagus and Big Bird, it might not have worked. But he saw a relationship there that he could project his own life onto. That's what, like Adam said, that's what writers do. And then someone afterward wrote a big headline that said Bert and Ernie are gay, which is not what he was saying.
I think he did say that he considers them
he considers
gay.
them gay.
But as James pointed out accurately, it doesn't matter because they're puppets. But
Yeah.
I also see it where if there are youngins out there who go, those two men are living together, and they argue a lot, but they overcome their differences, and
They're obviously friends. They love each other.
and they sleep in two different beds, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sesame Street in their response statement said they are not gay. This is an example of two different people that overcome their, like Adam said, overcome their differences to still be friends. And Sesame Street is void of sexuality. Is basically like their position on
that makes
it.
sense because it's a kid's show.
Yeah,
Like, I get that.
I do think like showing children family structures other than the traditional nuclear heterosexual like family structure is like super important because there are kids that have gay parents that want to see that, parents that have, or kids that have interracial parents that want to see that. So I think it's like super important to show all of that. I just thought it was weird that this dude that hasn't worked on it so long was like, this is what they are.
This is actually, I totally missed this. This was the update as of 11:40 because I put the story together before that. But yeah, a spokesperson for Sesame Workshop has countered Saltzman, telling TMZ, as we have always said, Bert and Ernie are best friends. They were created to teach preschoolers that people can be good friends with those who are very different from themselves. For fuck's sake.
Oh, interesting.
End quote.
They put the fuck sake in
No,
there?
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I just imagine some dude be like, God damn it, it's a kid's show.
Yeah.
I liked what Frank Oz said because he said, he kind of said he doesn't think they're gay.
Really?
He was quoted saying, it seems Mr. Mark Saltzman was asked if Bert and Ernie are gay. It's fine that he feels that they are. They're not, of course, but why the question? Does it really matter? Why does the need to define people as only gay? There's much more to a human being than just straightness or gayness.
That's what I liked about what he said, is there's much more to a human being than their sexuality.
I think the thing too is you're like, is Big Bird straight?
Yeah.
Why are you asking
It
this
doesn't
question?
matter. Yeah.
What does it matter?
The best response to this ever was Mark Hamill when someone asked, is Luke gay? And he said, he is if you need him to be.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
it, if Luke Skywalker needs to be a certain way for you to feel better about yourself and power through life, then yes, he's whatever you need him to be. And I was like, yeah, I guess you can project onto
Ryan
these.
Johnson was like, no, no, no.
I love this song. It's so topical.
What's
Which
the
one
song?
is this?
Ernie singing "I Don't Want to Live on the Moon." It's one of the saddest songs
Then he
ever.
changes his mind in the middle of the song.
He's like, if I
Just like
only
Elon Musk.
could live on the
I love this song. It's so beautiful.
And then he's like, I don't want to live on the moon because I'll be alone.
because public broadcasting doesn't pay dick.
True.
You can't afford to go.
The cool
what I
thing,
said.
the cool thing about this story and like the Luke Skywalker quote, Mark Hamill, is that if we want to superimpose those things onto these characters for our own selves, it's okay. And like, if Luke Skywalker's gay to one person but also straight, even if they show Luke Skywalker kissing a woman, it doesn't mean
in fact.
it doesn't mean he's heterosexual only. It can be kind of whatever he wants or whatever you want. J.K. Rowling kind of said the same things about Dumbledore
And Snape.
and
And Harry.
Did she talk about Snape
And
and Harry?
Hermione. All gay.
All gay
Or straight.
All of them?
All
or
gay
straight.
or straight.
Okay, all right.
Ron's a girl.
That's a fun party.
I just like that. I like that feeling of knowing, hey, you know what? I can kind of be anything you want.
Yeah. So like, if a kid has like two gay dads, and then they see Bert and Ernie, they can be like, "Hey, that's like my
dad's."
dads."
Yeah.
I always think when someone like a writer or someone like they build these themes, like J.K. Rowling is a great example. There's so many themes in Harry Potter, so much stuff that's dealt with. None of it is generally that. But then people go, "Hey, is this person gay?" And she's like, "That's what you're curious about? That's what you're trying to figure out in this whole world that I've given you? Why does that change anything?
Yeah.
What did this person do when faced with insurmountable odds?
Right.
How did they react as an individual?"
Something I saw online that people were kind of countering with this was Sesame Street's statement of like, there's no sexuality. In Sesame Street, we're just trying to teach kids the alphabet and numbers. People were like,
Which hole to go in?
well, they were like, what about Kermit and Miss Piggy? Because like,
Oh, yeah.
They
are in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, but aside from Kermit, there isn't really. Those Muppets aren't really on. Like Miss Piggy's never been on Sesame Street. There have been photos of her on Sesame Street in the background, but she's never been on it.
What about Pigs in Space?
That's not Sesame Street. That's the Muppet Show.
That's just Muppets.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
They drew a hard line where G begins and PG ends.
Kermit's
I
on
did that wrong.
Sesame Street, but he could be gay on Sesame Street.
Well, what about
don't
the
know.
South African one with AIDS?
What
I
if
know it was
that?
blood transfusion.
Yeah,
but
what if it was blood transfusion?
Are they gay? Was it gay blood?
Are they gay?
Well, that brings us to the end of our conversation
Oh,
about.
you're just getting started.
Yeah, well, we can come back to it.
Wait, should we all say whether we think they're gay?
We'll come back to that, but
How much would you pay for a gay Muppet? $50,000.
as you brought up,
Instead of the moon? No way.
Bert and Ernie do sleep in separate beds. They could probably be sleeping better if they had a Casper mattress.
That's true, they would.
Should have done a dramatic zoom on my face, Omar. when I
Put
did
a
it.
hole
Can I
in
do
that
again?
Casper mattress.
Let me try that again.
Can you zoom like that?
Sorry. A Casper mattress.
You missed the camera.
So the original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. In case I didn't make it clear, this episode is brought to you by Casper Mattress, our sponsor. They are not just a mattress company. Casper offers a wide array of products to ensure an overall better sleep experience. Casper's mattresses are made in the USA, home of everything like Muppets and space exploration. We did it. We also made some goddamn mattresses. So buying the Casper mattress is easy. Order online. It's delivered to your door in a compact box. I love this part. You open it up and it's space age. I love this stuff. It used to be 5 dudes would come in carrying this thing, tired. But now it's just in a box and it opens up and you put it on the bed yourself. It's so easy. Free shipping and free returns in the US and Canada. We'll be talking about Canada later, Elise.
I mean, I'm talking about Canada.
Considering we spend 1/3 of our lives on a mattress, it's so important to truly sleep on a mattress before committing. That's why Casper gives you the 100 nights to try it out. Yeah. So get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/dudesoup and using promo code DUDESOUP at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/dudesoup and using that promo code. What was it again, Bruce?
Dude soup.
Good eye.
Here.
What? So let's bring it back to our Muppet talk.
Do you think,
Are they gay?
Do you think Ernie has a rubber duck butt plug?
He has a rubber duck
Squeaks.
peg for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I need it for my baths.
Well, wait, hold on. Just having a butt plug doesn't make you gay.
No, not at all. We didn't say it.
Lots of us own them. Rubber ducky.
We learned a lot on this.
Who are the
podcast.
Bert and Ernie of Funhaus?
Like, you mean
Is
who's
it-
the top and the bottom?
I mean, is it the three of you interchangeably? Like,
Probably.
it could be Adam and James.
don't know that
it could
any
be
of us
Adam
is
and
a
Bruce.
Bert,
It could be
so
Bruce and
James and I would be Bert and Ernie, and then Bruce is like Oscar that.
You're an Oscar.
I'm the trash can?
You're an
I'm
Oscar.
sorry, I meant Grover. Grover's
you're an
the third.
Oscar.
He's the third we bring in when we're
She's
we're
a
trying to
Grover.
spice things
I'm
up.
the AIDS one.
Wait, which one's the AIDS one?
She
Grover?
knew.
The South African one.
What's the name of the AIDS
I
one?
love Grover.
AIDSy.
Oh.
I don't know.
Elmo 2, I think.
Cool.
Who does Elmo
too.
now?
What is it?
It's a person that's not a pedophile.
So I just typed in AIDS Muppet name.
It's probably something.
I think it's Cami.
Oh.
Kami. The HIV positive Muppet.
There it is. It's not even full blown.
No, that's not so bad.
Well, it's weird. There's an article on Snopes and one on Wikia.
If a Muppet is HIV positive and
Yeah.
you fuck it, is there a chance you can get it?
Yeah. Just because it's the same if you fuck a monkey that's HIV positive.
Yeah, but the monkey has fluids and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
The Muppet's mostly
it's all
felt,
dry.
right?
Yeah.
And it's dry.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get some scabbing, but
I was going to say, you probably scab up because it's
and
so
then
dry.
it'll spread through the felt.
You just, yeah.
At least.
Yeah, I mean, there's glue in there. It
If
gets
you-
sweaty in there.
If you fuck a Muppet and you come inside it, and then your semen squirts up into the back of its mouth, does that count as it swallowing?
Yes.
Okay, good.
that's
I like Muppets.
a little info on Cami. The South African character has been named Cami and will be a female mustard-colored furry Muppet who likes nature, telling stories, and taking its PrEP. That's cool.
Taking its breath.
No, it doesn't say that. No way. That was really good.
Yeah, that
was really good.
That was seamless. Like Cammy.
Yeah.
I lucked out because they've been playing a lot of prep commercials on TV lately.
Have they?
What channels are you watching?
Yeah.
I forgot what I think it was.
Are you watching Logo?
What's Loco?
It's the gay network.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
I thought the gay network was the gay network.
I think I'm actually may have been for when I was watching the DVR'd American Horror Story. That's a pretty gay audience, so it's
you
like
watch
You know,
American Horror
straight
Story?
people have AIDS too, right?
no, absolutely, but that's who they're advertising.
They are
to.
usually average, like when we walk through West Hollywood
Yeah.
all the
I
time.
haven't heard
Yeah.
much about Charlie Sheen's AIDS lately.
Yeah,
How's he doing?
it's just HIV.
He's fine. Are you kidding? Charlie Sheen and Magic Johnson can live forever. We already know this. Magic Johnson
How
has
did Magic
AIDS
Johnson
since
got
19.
cured?
What?
What's that?
What?
Magic Johnson get cured? Does he
No.
not
He's
have
on South
HIV?
Park.
Cured? We
He's
can
not
cure
cured.
AIDS?
No, you can't cure it.
You can-ish with a bone marrow transplant. It's been done, but it's like it's crazy.
It's a virus. It's in you for life.
How to
what
get
I
out of the
thought.
bone marrow?
So wait, hold on. Magic Johnson's fine. He got HIV in '89, I believe. So I think he's okay.
He's going to be on that 2037 flight.
I'm gonna look over to my right. Magic Johnson, how'd you get on here?
It takes blood and puts it over.
I was like, no!
Could you imagine being locked as you're launching and then you see he's going next to you and then something cuts him slightly and then
the blood?
a zero-G blood
The drop?
bubble and it's coming at you.
I can't move! No!
The pressure of the flight just makes his head explode.
Oh, it goes all over everybody.
You have an open wound and it's going to no.
Elon Musk is trying to open the door.
Going, why am I on this? I wasn't supposed to be on this. I tell you, he's not going to be on that flight.
No way.
Who, Magic Johnson or Elon
Elon
Musk?
Musk.
Elon
Magic Johnson for sure.
The thing is, most rich people live a life of such luxury that going to the moon is who cares?
That's not true right now. No one's gone to the moon.
Well, a couple
Rich people,
have been
if
to the moon.
Yeah, a couple
any, I
people
feel like
have
rich people
Tom
only
Hanks.
want experiences because they're rich.
I'll tell you this, Randolph Hearst, he put up that money.
Billy Hearst?
He said the first person that travels transcontinentally, I'll award you this money. He didn't get in that plane.
I know, but he
he's
was
on
probably
some
going to
other
do
dude.
it again, right? Because I assume he did that so that he could go with them the next time.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know if he did.
He probably did it because he had shit he wanted to ship because he would have made another $1 billion.
That's probably true
Yeah.
So he's like, as long as they incentivize someone to do it, then I'll get paid
They
1,000
no, all they
times
took
over.
was mail from one end of the country to the other.
Oh, I guess it's like Elon Musk doing the what's it called, the Hyperloop,
too. Oh yeah.
where he's like, look, it's so easy. Just build this thing that goes 9,000 miles per hour in a tube, a vacuumless seal, and just shoot it across the United States. Like, are you gonna get it? He's like, fuck no.
Yeah.
You do it, you guinea pigs.
Well, he's just making that tunnel so he can get to work faster.
Oh, the boring tunnel?
Yeah.
Well, I go, I don't know.
Definitely.
We need
is.
more tunnels, especially in LA.
We do. We need more tunnels in LA.
Alana was telling us that apparently Australia's got a bunch
Yes.
in her hometown. We were doing
Google Earth.
Google Earth VR with Alex and Alana, and we're like, why is there, like, we went too far, and we're like, why are we underground? She's like, oh, because we have tunnels because we're better than everyone. And I was like, interesting, why'd you move here then? Boom. Go back to your tunnels.
It boomed her.
Yeah. Be appreciative of what we've given you.
Oh, jeez.
I kid, it's great. So I have a little fun game. We're not doing Cyberwatch.
Okay.
I did find some Cyberpunk news, but it was not about the game Cyberpunk. It was a Cyberpunk game.
Whoa.
So we're not doing that.
Just
That
save
was-
it for Lawrence. Lawrence,
Yeah,
he'll
exactly.
do it next week.
That's
I promise.
Lawrence's thing, not mine.
There won't
We're
be
not-
news between now and then.
We will not be doing
That's true.
Hardnetting. I have a fun little game I want to play with you guys. It's called Onion or Not. So there's a lot
The
of
subreddit, not the onion.
well, so there is that, but there's also another subreddit called Bit the Onion
Okay.
or Ate the Onion, I believe it's called.
I'm trying not to look at your computer.
Oh yeah,
just so you
please
know.
don't. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna read some headlines. I actually don't say which ones are. So
okay.
every day, people fall for fake headlines, and they always respond to it like, "I can't believe they said that." So I actually want to quiz you guys
Okay.
to see if you're smarter than our relatives on Facebook. So
Of relatives.
I mean, all we have to do is not give away our credit card information.
well, I'm gonna read 3 headlines for you. 2 of these are real. 1 is fake. Got it. You tell me which one's fake.
Okay.
So first one. A man dressed as a jug of Kool-Aid is the only reason there's a mayor race in Terrace, BC. British Columbia, I believe.
Okay.
That's what it is, yeah. Local pastors attempt to ban books from banned book display at Maine Public Library.
Okay.
North Carolina didn't like science on sea levels, so passed a law against it.
I know which one is real.
All right,
Well, there's 2 are real, right?
Two are real or one? Or
one is fake, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
one is fake.
So the North Carolina one is real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely real because everyone there
that's-
in the
that-
government is dumb.
Is the BC one real?
Well, we have to. What's the game?
Yeah, do we
How's
all
the game?
discuss-
You guys collectively.
Collectively.
Okay,
Collectively,
so
you
North
know the North
Carolina is
Carolina
real.
one's real.
Yes,
It's
they
absolutely
passed a
real.
law
Yeah.
saying that you're not allowed to use climate change science to affect development.
And now they're fucked.
And then a bunch of people developed on the coast, and now it's all gone because they're fucking morons.
James is from North Carolina, just so
yes,
you know.
I'm allowed to say that.
You can say that.
Yeah.
So that's definitely real.
Okay, I'll read the them again. A man dressed as a jug of Kool-Aid
This one sounds real to me.
is the only reason there's a mayor race in Terrace, British Columbia. Is Terrace a place? Terrace? Yeah.
This one sounds real.
Yeah.
It sounds not real, which makes me think that it is real.
Okay. I
It
see
sounds
what
so
you're saying. Yeah,
absurd. The other one sounds believable.
Local pastors attempt to ban books from banned books display.
That sounds feasible.
That sounds real too.
That sounds feasible.
Well,
But that makes me think that it is fake.
so which one do you guys want to vote on?
pastor. I mean, an idiot pastor being like, these are banned, so we have to ban them from them. Like,
I can see that one.
I guess
too.
spot the fake one. I guess is
I see.
yeah.
I see the BC one as real, so I'm going to say Pastor one's fake.
I'll do that. I'll
Sure,
bet-
yeah. I would know
I'll
that
go with that
too.
too.
Pastor one's fake.
Okay. They're all real.
Oh, come on! You're gaming it.
okay.
You're gaming it.
I just thought they were hilarious.
We knew they all sounded real. We said that.
Yeah. Omar, if you can go to my screen, I just want to show you the image of the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, there he is. That's awesome. Is he getting votes?
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty well. It's like
Great.
that town that votes that dog in every year.
Oh yeah.
For local mayor.
He just won again.
Yep.
So he's the only person running for mayor in this town in British Columbia.
Yeah, that's the only reason why there's a
Oh.
race, though. And then there's the other one. Yeah, local pastors attempt to ban books that are ban book display. Yeah. The world's
I
funny.
believe that one
Yeah.
for sure.
And then, as James accurately pointed out, North Carolina is just changing the rules of science.
They're not even allowing.
Well, they're disregarding
You
science.
can't use science to affect where things are
How-
built
zoning.
and how things are
Yeah.
zoned.
Now, it's
What
like a-
could go wrong?
Oh man.
They said, laughing at God up in the sky.
That's weird because they believe in God, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, they disregard him.
Oh.
His vengeance. What's the worst thing you want to be? You don't want to be mocked. And when God is like, I'm trying to burn this planet to a crisp. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't care. We'll build wherever you want. And you're like, that's it. And he starts swirling up a hurricane, sends it over.
Send it over. Did anybody know? I don't think they knew we were recording in there.
No, people just came in the back and
They're
slammed the
just
door.
working
whatever
around.
they want.
Good for them.
They're probably upset that we're talking so loud. I'm sorry, other people
It's all about perspective.
using our space. It's every day. There's someone this morning came in. He's like, I'm looking for Scott. I'm like, I don't know Scott. And
Yeah,
he's like,
I've been like, he went that way.
yeah. Why?
Just blood pouring.
Bruce saw it. I pointed. I'm like,
Over there.
those are your people.
Yeah.
Go to your people.
And you said best of luck. Like
Yeah.
that.
There's a bunch of strangers. It's funny. We have security here now, but anyone comes and goes. Who cares? It's fine. It's great. It's a great place. I do have a couple more news stories
Yeah,
we can
I
talk
want
about.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We'll get to these.
Is it actually going to be 2 real, 1 fake this time, Adam?
No, these are news stories. These are actually. I'll give you these two headlines. Dad gets toddler to climb inside prize machine to steal Nintendo consoles.
Okay.
Believe it.
That's a
one
real
sounds
story.
real,
And then the man who uploaded Deadpool to Facebook may get 6 months in prison.
Did you tell me that, or I heard?
I told you earlier. Yeah.
Boy.
I pulled all
Yeah.
sorts of headlines.
So those are real?
Those are real.
I think I read the Deadpool one.
How old was the guy who uploaded this video? Does it say? Does it say his age?
Is early to mid 20s. This also was the first Deadpool, not Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how long these things take to become a thing.
He's like, people have to have access to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a Trevor Franklin, a 22-year-old in Fresno. The movie was downloaded in the shell from the file sharing platform putlocker.is and uploaded.
Never heard of it.
Oh, now you know about it. It was uploaded to his Facebook page and it got 6.3 million views.
Wow. Did he
You gotta
monetize
turn
it?
that into friends.
Yeah, I think
only
you have
friends or
35
friends of
cents.
friends, man.
Sometimes I think that these sentences are more of they're exemplary and to set a precedence.
Oh, they
and
are.
To,
They are,
and to
totally.
set an example.
Absolutely
To
they are.
people and deterrence. Really.
You wouldn't download a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would if I could.
I would totally download
You
it.
wouldn't download a cup
Absolutely.
of coffee.
I would.
Yeah. It'd be so easy, and it'd feel like the future.
Yeah, I would download.
2037, everyone's gonna be downloading cars on their way to space.
I got some choice quotes here. So they're trying to push for this isn't so much a careful out there, you're going to get arrested for 6 months. They're trying to make an example of this individual because the document asserts that Franklin flouted the law in a brazen and public manner. So he responded on Facebook by insisting he wouldn't be punished. In one such post, he wrote, "I got the ultimate way out of this, y'all. Y'all might be surprised on how I won't go to jail, but just become more famous."
Nice.
And another he wrote, "I'm just sitting back smoking out my bong, laughing at these MFs who think they know what they're talking. I haven't sold shit to anyone or made copies."
Killer. I like this dude.
Franklin went on to create a Facebook group called Bootleg Movies, posted everyone join, and told people he'd be posting more movies on the page.
Oh, nice job, Franklin.
God damn it.
I want to be this guy's friend.
God damn it.
So the government argues that the sentencing is both necessary and sufficient.
Like you said, they're setting an example.
Yeah.
For sure.
I said that.
Well, it's
Poor
hard.
Franklin
Oh, you said that.
fell through the cracks.
It's also hard for like the lawyer to say that he expresses remorse because of all of this. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing to reduce your sentencing. It's like, well, this person's very remorseful. They did it he didn't realize what he was doing. He didn't realize that he was breaking the law.
This guy did.
But when you go into your Facebook and say, I'm breaking the law and I don't care what I'm
Everybody
doing,
join.
Come at me.
it makes it really easy for the prosecution to say, well,
Cool.
This is apparently how our judicial system works. Is it's so much easier to just make everyone plead guilty because if everyone fought their case, the system would collapse.
Yeah.
It is basically built on guilty pleas because they're like, look, you're going to be guilty and you can't afford to fight this, so just take it and you'll do a month. And they go, oh, okay. Well, shit, you got me. So
Sorry, Franklin.
yeah, man, I'm sorry. We're rooting for you.
It's one less view
Wasn't
for
really,
us.
but it sucks.
One less view.
Franklin,
sucks.
probably a huge Funhaus
Stupid mistake.
Well, here at Funhaus, we recommend you legally watch your stuff with subscription services such as DC Universe. Thanks to DC Universe for supporting Dude Soup. It's the ultimate DC membership. It's pretty freaking rad. Do you like movies like The Dark Knight?
I do.
Do you like movies like Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker?
Sure.
I do.
It's good.
Superman 1 through 4.
Yes.
fan. Yes.
Okay. They're all there. But also, on top of that, when you're done watching those, they have comic books.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say that.
That's really cool.
That's the value.
It's insane, especially for me. I am a big DC fan. I'm a giant Justice League fan, giant Batman fan. They have upcoming shows coming out. There's the live action Titans, and then there's also the Harley Quinn show. I can't say why, but I am super excited for that show. A friend of ours,
Oh, right, yes, that's right.
I've heard some good things about it. So I'm actually legit excited for this thing to come out. So yeah, Young Justice, Outsiders, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Stargirl, and Harley Quinn, all coming in 2019. New episodes available weekly. So there's always something to look forward to. Also, they have thoughtfully curated and they regularly refresh the library of digital comics. There are 2,500 modern and classic titles. You have to see the comic reader, they say. It is legitimately cool. It looks good on the tablet. It's awesome. It's pretty cool, especially if you're a DC fan and you like comics, you like movies, you like TV shows. It works with your big screen TV and it will change the way you read. It is filled with exclusive merch, members only shop with collectible posters, t-shirts, and so much more. You can debate and discuss DC all day and night. This is actually pretty cool. I was searching for certain things on there and like forum topics will come up where like, what would you like to see on the store? And it's like, so you actually search by like, I'm a big Watchmen fan. They'll like take you to like everything related to Watchmen or Swamp Thing or Batman. It was really cool. Especially, I've been wanting to go back and rewatch Batman Beyond. And this is a streaming service with it. So,
That's awesome.
And then you can also watch the end of Justice League Unlimited, which brings the whole story together. I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
What's up?
I never finished Doom Patrol. I just saw that.
Well, there it is.
You finished it?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
So once again, it's the DC Universe. It's available on all your favorite devices, James, so you can catch up on Doom Patrol. That's iOS, Android, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Google Chromecast. It's on everything, yeah. So you can join now for $7.99 a month, or better yet, you grab an annual membership for just $74.99 and save 20%. Phil, that's they say feel what it's like to have the entire universe the DC universe around you.
Cool.
Ever
And it
read Doom
absolutely is.
Patrol?
No, what is Doom Patrol?
There's a character who's a road.
Sorry, what?
There's a character who is a road.
Yeah.
Like a road you drive on?
Yep.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's wacky.
It's different.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I signed up for it. I'm using it. It's awesome. It's really cool. I recommend you check it out too. So that's DCUniverse.com. Join today.
Cool.
So that's it for all of our news and fun stuff. I get to a couple announcements real quick. We're going to Vancouver, Canada, September 26th to October 1st. Well, we fly out October 1st, so September 30th. But we're doing some fun stuff there, and we haven't set the exact day yet, but we're going to be doing a fan meetup while we're there. We have a few things we're shooting out there. We're going to shoot like an open house, some podcasts. Every day, we're going to be doing a BTS video of our trip there. So that will be going up exclusively on the Rooster Teeth site, free for everyone. If you're a first member, you obviously get it. But everyone can see our fun little trip. What are you guys looking forward to while we're there? Going up to the motherland.
The gelato.
The poutine.
Anything else besides food?
The world's oldest strip club.
Is that true?
I think so, yes.
Is it really? How's
think it
that
is.
possible? That can't be possible.
I mean,
just-
it just survived.
I think it's just it's either the world's oldest, the country's oldest, or something like that.
When was Vancouver founded?
I'll look.
I'm looking forward to the majestic beauty of the Canadian nature.
Boo!
And
Beaver meat.
Is that the name of the strip club?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
and chocolate bars. I'm looking forward to
But yeah, obviously, huge reason we're going up there is the strip club, but also our friend Rahul Kohli's there. So hopefully we're going to stop in and say hi to him while we're there. Stephen Blomkamp, if you're watching, hi. We'll see you there.
He's like, shit.
I just
Hi.
broke it. Yeah. Oh, crap, you're gone. So I just want to announce that. Keep a lookout on our Twitter. Probably the official Funhaus Twitter will announce when and where we're doing our fan meetup. Probably just be at a bar, something like that. Just hang out, meet
Drinking age is 19.
Whoa.
I know, I didn't know
Party
that.
people.
us. Yeah,
Everybody, more people can come than usual.
that's pretty cool. And Canadians are really nice. So
I think it's called the number 5 orange.
still looking at
And and I don't know, it has some record to it.
What's its Yelp rating?
Oldest. It's not oldest strip club. It's oldest stripper.
Yeah.
5.
She's 35.
Whoa. You should see her hands.
Want to.
Such old hands.
I gotta talk to Rahul about it.
The
He
body
knows.
can stay tight, but the hands.
It is the number 5.
old.
Yeah,
You know,
number 5
I was
is.
talking with Omar about this today. I think you can be legally topless in Toronto, like outside.
Just walking around?
I think a woman. You might
Free
wanna
the
look it up.
nipple?
I think a woman can be legally topless outside.
Same with dude soup.
I don't know if it applies to Vancouver. Because I remember in the 90s there was like a big thing because there was a woman that was like walking down the street on a really hot day. Her boyfriend took his shirt off. So then she took her shirt off and she got arrested and she was like, what the fuck? He's hot. He took his shirt off. I'm hot too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Rosa Parks,
And then that
and
girl.
then that woman. It's below, but it's close
Yeah,
in
this
terms
is,
of hero.
yeah, being topless in public is legal. BC woman reminds others after police encounter. She's a hero. Susan Rowbottom.
More like
Very
no
good.
top 'em.
Oh wait, no, this is someone who was just sunbathing topless. She was told to cover up. And he
Okay,
said,
the hero,
Not
just
today.
below that
I mean,
person.
look, man, nipples be nipples. You know what I'm saying?
No. They're all different shapes and sizes. And
Yeah,
smells.
on men and women.
On men and women.
There are men who have. I'm included in this. We got a little meat here. Close up, you can't tell.
There are men that have bigger boobs than I do. Okay, and they're going out there living their lives.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
How come?
So, yeah, how come?
How come?
According to Tall Cartoons in the first chat, it says Orange 5 or 5 Orange Club is where they filmed Deadpool.
That's Adrian Ram.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Adrian's done some of the awesome Rick and Morty art of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he
Oh,
up
yeah.
there?
Yeah, he is.
Very cool. Yeah, we're
We'll
gonna
see
go
you there, Adrian.
Yeah. And with that brings us to the end of our show. Stay tuned for the post show, which we'll be doing live for first members, and you'll be able to watch. If you are a first member, you can actually see the VOD of that. We're going to be showing I'm going to show a clip of an upcoming Matrix gameplay, Enter the Matrix gameplay that we're doing. I want to show you guys. Since you are first members, I want to give you sort of like a look of things that are upcoming. Yeah, you know,
Oh.
hey, you pay for this thing, let's give you a little something.
That's really nice.
Hey,
really nice.
I
Kill
try.
me.
That was stripper hands.
So old. His body is tight, but the hands are weary.
We'll be back next week doing this podcast again, where Lawrence will right this ship that I have so wrongfully rightfully wronged.
There,
I don't
that's
know.
Wrongfully righted.
We're going down like Elon on top of a ship.
Sugar will go when Dale's swinging.
Oh, hot take.
Hot take.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, We'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
It still runs crappy.
PUBG's shooting is never good.
No.
It's the same with Fortnite. I never liked Fortnite's shooting.
Really?
And this one feels pretty good. It feels like a first-person shooter.
I thought PUBG's whole thing was how realistic the shooting was.
Well, I mean, realistic, yes, but not necessarily fun.
The shooting's gotten better just from stuff like it. From what I've seen, it's been